Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hmm. Last class what we done? I think vectors we done is correct. In vectors, and you can write now few problems. No, we'll do that. One small question you can write now. It's important to you. If vector A is equal to if vector A equal to 5y minus 5y minus j minus 3k, j minus 3k, and vector B is equal to I plus 3j minus 5k, I plus 3j minus 5k, 5k, then show that a plus b and a minus b, a minus b are perpendicular. Okay, a minus b are perpendicular. This is the question. Yes, how to prove that? Then when you can say if the two vectors are perpendicular to each other? Hmm? Anyone? Tejashwini,
So,
when you can say two vectors are perpendicular to each other?
so when the dot product is zero.
Yes, the dot product is 0. Yes, prove that. So first you can find the a plus b and a minus b can find. Later you can find the dot product. It is equal to 0. Then the two lines are perpendicular. This is also one of the important question. Remember that. All of you first complete that.
Sir,
Okay. You got now 0? Chirag, tell me.
what should complete, sir?
This is, I given the two vectors here now. Then we need to show that a plus b and a minus b are the perpendicular.
Okay.
They are perpendicular means we know the condition. That means just we can we should prove that a plus b dot a minus b equal to 0. Then clearly just these two we can say that for perpendicular to each other. Okay. Already you know how to add, how to subtract, then how to multiply also you know very well. Later just I'll give one more question to you. You can solve that. This is very easy. Easily get the answer for that. We're adding both of them. What about this answer? A plus b is equal to, clearly can write 6i plus 2j minus 8k minus 8k, and a minus b is equal to 4i 4i minus 4j and plus 2k plus 2k. Now just you can find the dot product of these two now. So a plus b dot a minus b, a minus b is equal to 4 into 6 means 6 into 4 plus 2 into minus 4 plus minus 8 into 2 now. 6 4 are 24 minus 8 minus 16. So 24 minus 24 is equal to clearly 0. The dot product equal to 0. So clearly can say now a plus b and a minus b are the perpendicular to each other. One of the important models should remember that. Next, one more. The two adjacent sides of a two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, sides of a parallelogram, or first one 2i minus 4j plus 5k, and i minus 2j minus 3k. These two are the two adjacent sides. Adjacent means just you can take here no side by side of the parallelogram here now. Next we need to find the unit vector, find the unit vector parallel to its diagonal, parallel to its diagonals. The question. Okay, what is that? Two adjacent sides of a parallelogram is given, but we need to find here now the unit vector of diagonals. It is parallel to the diagonal it is. Generally, we know very well that if taken parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. We know very well this. Suppose if taken A, B, C, D, the diagonal I can take here now. And these two we call as the adjacent sides. AD and BC and AD and CD and BC and AB are the adjacent sides. But anyhow, we know very well that opposite sides are equal. Suppose you can take here now the first one AD equal to 2i minus 4j plus 5k. Or this is you can write now I minus 2j, I minus 2j minus 3k. And here also clearly you can write now this is also 2i minus 4j plus 5k. The condition. Now generally see in a parallelogram when you draw the diagonal, you divide into two equal parts, means two equal triangles. The two areas must be equal. But we know the property of triangle. In a triangle, sum of two sides is always greater than or equal to the diagonal. So here also just you can take here now the sum of these two sides is equal to, that means sum of these two vectors equal to the vector of the direction of AC. The direction of AC equal to the direction of AB plus direction of AC. Any parallelogram is given, any parallelogram related to the problem, this kind of question they're asking examination means remember that. They given adjacent sides, but we have to find the unit vector is parallel to its diagonal. Directly you can take the direction of AC is equal to the direction of AB plus direction of BC, or else the diagonal, okay, the direction of AC is equal to direction of AD plus direction of CD. Suppose if you take a diagonal BD, this is equal to sum of these two or sum of these two, anything you can take. So then clearly you will get in the direction of AC you will get. After we go the direction of AC, you can find the unit vector. You know very well the formula. So direction of AC by the magnitude of AC is called the unit vector. The same thing only can find now. Right. Given, what is given here now? AB direction is equal, means AB vector equal to I minus 2j minus 3k, and AD, or else it is the BC also you can take AD or BC, anything. Both are same thing only can write now 2i minus 4j plus 5k. Now clearly can take here, okay, either this is the BC one I can write, not an issue. The BC direction only can take. So therefore, in triangle ABC, by the property of triangle, clearly can write that. Okay, right now, apply triangle law of addition of vectors. You can write clearly that. Okay, so what you get the condition here now, that AC direction is equal to, you can write clearly that AB plus BC. Then find AC here now. AC direction is equal, vector equal to, so you can add both of them, I minus 2j minus 3k minus 3k plus 2i minus 4j plus 5k. So I plus 2j. So I plus 2a equal to, clearly you can write now 3i, and minus 6j plus 2k, the direction of AC. And what is the meaning of AC here now? Clear the diagonal of a parallelogram. So we need to find the unit vector parallel to this. But parallel means we know very well that one clearly. I think already previously we learned this. Either parallel or else it is a collinear. Correct or not? That means the vectors are always the direction of vectors will be the same. So we have to find the unit vector parallel to this one means, so directly can find now the unit vector of this AC can find. That is only we call as the okay parallel to the it's a diagonal. Both of them will be same thing only. So now we can find directly it is. Find the unit vector of that. So therefore, the unit vector of AC is, we know very well that formula AC cap is the, we know that unit vector or else symbol you can take here now, n cap symbol is equal to, you can write clearly AB vector by the magnitude of AB. AB equal to, you can write now 3i minus 6j plus 2k whole by root of 3 square plus minus 6 whole square plus 2 square. Find it. 3i minus 6j, 3i minus 6j plus 2k whole by square root of, this is the 9 plus 36 plus 4. Clearly the sum of this all the values equal to 49. Root 49 equal to 7. Write the answer for that. Is equal to 3i minus 6j plus 2k by 7 is the answer for that. Because last class I gave very clearly that one. If two lines are two vectors are collinear or parallel, both will be same thing only. Okay. And what is the section formula?
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, if you're finding the unit vector for AC, sir, why have you taken AB there, sir? That
Where?
n vector, the
No,
unit vector.
this is the AC only. Okay. Huh. Because AB, what is the AB vector here? I minus 2j minus 3k is the AC. Okay, by mistake I wrote here. This is the AC one. Because AC equal to, we got this. Okay. Next, what is section formula? Anyone? Section formula. Internally and externally.
Sir, MA plus NB by A plus B is internally. Externally, when we should just put minus sign.
Yes, externally minus and internally means plus you will get.
Plus.
Same. Okay. That means M into vector A plus N into vector B whole by M plus N. Is correct? That is the internally. M into vector A, that means if A comma B are the two different vectors means M into A vector minus N into B vector by M minus N, that is the we call as externally. So now we'll do the one small question based on the internally and externally we will do. Okay. One problem we can write now. Find parallel vector of parallel vector of parallel vector of point R which divides which divides which divides line joining which divides line joining which divides line joining line joining 2 points line joining two points P and Q P and Q P and Q whose parallel vectors are P and Q whose parallel vectors are the two vectors you can write now. Whose parallel vectors are I plus 2j minus 3k minus k and minus I plus j plus k respectively in the ratio in the ratio 2 is to 1, the ratio 2 is to 1 a. First one is the internally and B is externally and externally, and these two are the 2 points here, no? P and Q. So means just diagrammatically, suppose if you recommend, just you can take a small diagram here now. This is the P and the Q here. This is the R. Okay, 2 is to 1 ratio. So this is the R here now. Ratio 2 is to 1. The vector P is first one and vector Q is the second one. Very easy, simple question. Start now, all of you. Try yourself. Here just we need to find the parallel vector of point r, then what is the meaning of parallel or collinear? The same thing only, we know the condition, find directly. The two vectors are we are taking here now. P means OP and OQ. OP and OQ. Then what is the formula we will get? Internally, either formula OR is equal to, you can write now, M into OP plus N into OQ whole by M plus N. This is the first one. This is the first one it is. Similarly, OP, OQ you can take. Because Y2 always Y is the first and X is the second. Yes. The same you can take for this is the first one, it is internally, it is internally. And if you take in second one externally, OR is equal to, you can write now, M into OQ minus N into OP vector whole by M minus N. The two formulas. So directly you can take here now. And what is the meaning of OQ and OP means? OQ equal to second vector and OP equal to first vector. Directly you can substitute in there now. And what is the values of M and N means? M equal to 2, sorry, N equal to 2, M equal to 1. M is to N ratio. So directly you can substitute in there now. So this OQ you can multiply with 1, means we get as it is, plus 2 into this vector, multiply whole by 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Next, by the section formula only, cancel one more question here. Find the parallel vector of the point, R, which divides line joining 2 points, line joining 2 points, P and Q, whose PVs are, that means PVs means parallel vectors. The parallel vectors are the two vectors you can write now, 2a plus b, and a minus 3b, a minus 3b. Externally in the ratio, in the ratio 1 is to 2, 1 is to 2, also show that also show that P is the midpoint of the line segment RQ, and also show that P is midpoint of line segment RQ. The question. Find the parallel vector of the point R which divides line joining 2 points P and Q, whose parallel vectors are 2a plus b and a minus 3b externally in the ratio 1 is to 2. Also show that P is the midpoint of the line segment RQ. That's the question. Previous one, you got the answers, all of you? Sanchit? Sharath? Got the answer? Previous one. Sharath, Lakshmi, Ritesh, Rachana, Kavya, Kaushalya, Dhanush. The previous questions, you know, what is the answer we are getting now? Here now. This is the m equal to 1 into the OQ. Clearly can write now. This is the OQ. This is OQ. And this is the OP. This is the OP here. So 1 into minus I plus J plus K whole by 2 plus 1. Sorry, here now plus 2 into I plus 2J minus K. I minus 2J minus K whole by 2 plus 1. Now simplify that. 1 into minus I plus 2A equal to, clearly will get now I only. And J plus 2J means plus 3J. K minus 2K equal to minus K whole by 3. This is the internally. And coming to the externally, same. 1 into minus I plus J plus K minus 2 into I plus 2J minus K whole by 2 plus 1. Minus I minus 2I. Clearly can write now minus 3I. J minus 2J equal to minus 3J. K plus 2K equal to plus 3K whole by 3. If want, you can take 3 common also, you can cancel that. Internally and externally. This is also same thing only. But for the third question, it is Q divides. That means it is the Q divides PQ in the ratio to 1 is to 2 externally. In that point, we need to take outside of that. To take here now outside. So already the outside here, this is the diagram you are taking, means here P and Q, and this is the point R. Then we call as it is a externally. And these two vectors is given. The first vector is 2A plus B, and second one A minus 3B. A minus 3B. So first we need to find this. This is you can directly can take here now OP, and this is you can take here now OQ. So we have to find this one. So OR vector is equal to, externally we need to find. Means you can write M into OQ bar minus N into OP direction, means vector OP whole by M minus N. This formula I can apply. We'll get no externally the point R will get. After we got the point R here now, but it is a midpoint. So, but we should show that it is the P is a midpoint of RQ means we can take the condition the P means OP is equal to OR plus OQ by 2. That means this the value of this also, suppose we are getting 2A bar plus B, then clearly just we are saying that and P is the midpoint of RQ also. P is the midpoint of RQ. Yes, all of you can try yourself only. Very easy and simple thing. Already externally, I done only one problem here now. The similarly just you can find here also. Ready-made is we have very clearly is there. OQ is there, one OP also is there. You directly can substitute in there. The M is to N is equal to it is the 2 is to 1. And here you can take care. That means this total thing is this is the meaning of externally. 2 is to 1 ratio. 2 is to 1 ratio. That is the meaning of external. That means the length of RQ equal to 2 and PQ equal to 1. Clearly the total length equal to 2 and one part equal to 1 means this also equal to 1 only. That's why just we are saying that one P is the midpoint of RQ. P is the midpoint of RQ. These are the questions based on the section formulas. And the collinear also you know very well that already last class we done. But simply it's not only copying that, just all of you tell the answer to me. Kushi,
Yes, sir.
what is the answer for first one here now? Externally, OR equal to how much? Are you completed?
No, sir.
Okay. Anyone? Please tell me the answer for first one. No? Teyashwini, what the answer?
No, sir.
See, now already I gave the formula here. Now, M into OQ minus N into OP. So that ratio also 1 is to 2, na? Yes. So M equal to 2 and N equal to 1. And substituting here now. First one, no? Here OR is equal to 2 into OQ equal, you can write now A minus 3B. Next minus 1 into OP equal, you can write now 2A plus B whole by 2 minus 1. And here 2 minus 1 equal, you will get 1 only. This is, you can write now 2A minus 6B minus 2A minus B. 2A minus B. 2A minus B. And what about the first one? Is the 2A only, na? It's the 2. Yes, right. They gave the ratio 1 is to 2. Okay. M is to M. This is the M only, na? Okay. 1 and 2. So minus 3, minus 4, minus 4 and minus 2B. So this is minus 3A minus 5B. That's all. If you want, just you can take here, no, minus also you can take common, not an issue. OR already we got. Now we can find the P is the already OR we got, no, parallel to that one, no? And we can show that P is the midpoint of RQ also. And this formula I can apply for second one. Okay. So here OP is equal to, clearly can write OR plus OQ. OR equal to minus 3A minus 3A minus 5B plus, and OQ equal, you can write now A minus 3B whole by 2. So this one you can write now minus 2A minus 8B whole by 2. Correct or not? Take 2 common here now. Take 2 common. Take 2 common. Taken 2 common, what is 2A bar plus B whole by 2, 2 will be cancelled. Clearly we got now OP equal to how much? 2A bar plus B bar. What I asked you, same answer we got now. OP equal to OR plus OQ by 2. So clearly we can say that one P is the midpoint of RQ also. This is the M minus N. M equal to 1 and N equal to 2. 1 minus 2 equal to minus 1. So what I done is correct only, and the denominator will get minus actually. You can cancel the minus one there. So these two values will get no positive. And one more problem we can do now. Show that 2 minus 1 1. Show that 2 minus 1 1 1 comma minus 3 comma minus 5 and 3 comma 3 comma minus 4 comma minus 4 are collinear. Are collinear. Later I can do this. You know very well that this is the, if you taken vector A, vector B, vector C means we know very well OA is equal to this OB at OC. Then find the direction of AB, direction of BC, direction of AC you can find. But according to it is a collinear means we know very well that condition. A is equal to lambda into B, then only we call as a collinear. That means the direction of AB is equal to lambda into direction of BC, or AB equal to lambda into direction of some other thing AC, like that. The conditions will be satisfied, then directly we are saying that the 3 points are collinear. If they given points, or else it is if they given that vector form, okay, but no need to get any confusion. We have to follow the same procedure, whatever you know previous that. That means this the first one I can take directly the 2i minus j plus k, one thing. This is the I minus 3j minus 5k, second one. Here now 3i minus 4j minus 4k. This is you can take here now OA. This is you can take here now OB. This is you can take OC. Then after taking these three vectors here now, immediately first you can find the AB direction you can find. AB equal to, we know the formula OB minus OA. OB minus OA. The same way BC also you can find. BC equal to OC minus OB. Next, you can find the AC also. AC vector equal to, you can write now OC minus OA. OC minus OA. Later just you can verify it. Suppose AB equal to maybe some constant into BC, maybe or else AB equal to some constant into AC, or else BC equal to some constant value into the AC. So like that something conditions you will get now. Then only just we are saying that for the collinear. If you want a definition point of view, suppose if A bar comma B bar are collinear, remember the condition A bar is equal to lambda into B bar, or else or B vector B equal to lambda into vector A. The formula for that. At last, just you can say to me with the yes or no. That's all. But they're asking very clear, show that. It means compulsory. The points are collinear. No doubt at all. Then if anyone completed, you can solve this also. If A is equal to 2i plus 2j, 2j plus 3k, and B equal to minus I plus 2j, minus I plus 2j plus k, comma, C is equal to the vector C equal to 3i plus j, such that a plus lambda b is perpendicular to C, comma, find the value of lambda. Find the value of lambda. These 3 points are collinear. Anyone got it? Dhanush? 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 Kaushalya? Ah, okay, good. Kaushalya, you got the answer? Kavya? At least you can send message. Well understood. This is also very easy. 3 vectors already we have in our hand only. So first you can find a plus lambda into b, take directly. Okay, later if these two are perpendicular, this is the perpendicular to C means their dot product equal to 0. That means a plus lambda into b dot C is equal to 0. C equal to 0. That's all. That directly will get the value of lambda will get. But when you're adding this both a plus lambda into b, the vector b first multiply with lambda also. Multiply with lambda means lambda into minus I plus 2j plus k. So minus lambda I plus 2 lambda j plus lambda into k. Then you can add and multiply. So if you take the first condition a plus lambda into b, a equal to 2i plus 2j 2i plus 2j plus 3k plus lambda into minus I plus 2j plus k. Now multiply. So 2i plus 2j plus 3k minus lambda into I plus 2 lambda into j plus lambda into k. So sum of these two, if you take an I, that means 2 minus lambda into I it is plus 2 plus 2 lambda into j plus 3 plus lambda into k. 3 plus lambda into k. Now this condition you can take. This is already clearly we got this one. So I'm taking directly, and this one dot this one means, so all the first you can multiply the scalar factors. Okay, the scalar form you just multiply that. So we'll get 2 minus lambda into 3 plus 2 plus 2 lambda into 1. Anyhow there k it's not there, so it's become that 0 only, so equal to 0. So this is 6 minus 3 lambda plus 2 plus 2 lambda equal to 0. 6 plus 2 8, 8 minus lambda equal to 0. That implies the value of lambda equal to 8. The value of lambda equal to 8. Okay, completed. Tejashwini,
Yes,
Tejashwini, completed.
yes, sir.
Right, one more right now. Right. The scalar product of the scalar the scalar product of vector the scalar product of vector I plus j plus k. The scalar product of vector I plus j plus k with with a unit vector with a unit vector
Sir, I plus.
I plus j plus k. The scalar product of vector I plus j plus k. This is the first vector here now. This is the first vector. This is the A you can take. Vector A you can take. Take here now the vector A you can take. I plus j plus k with a unit vector along the unit vector along the sum of the vectors sum of the vectors sum of the vectors 2i plus 4j minus 5k and lambda I plus 2j plus 3k plus 2j plus 3k 2j plus 3k is equal to 1 full stop. Now find the value of lambda. Find value of lambda. This is the question. How to find the lambda? You can tell me now. Then what I understood in this question? They told very clearly the scalar product of the vector. The scalar product of the vector, this one, and the unit vector along the sum of these two vectors is equal to 1. Anyhow, the sum of the unit vector means it should be equal to, you get 1 clearly. Then sum of these two vectors. First you can find it. Sum of these two you can take, and the product of these two equal to 0 you will get clearly, and you can find the value of that. You can find the value of that it is. And the unit vector of sum of these two vectors. The unit vector of sum of these two. How to find that? Please tell me. I mean, the problem itself, they mentioned very clearly this vector, the scalar product of, I mean, the dot product of this vector and the unit vector along the sum of these two. Suppose if you take an clearly, this is also one of the important questions, you should remember that. Vector A equal to the given A plus J plus K, and these two vectors also you can take here now. B, vector B equal to, you can write now 2A plus 4J minus 5k and vector C is equal to lambda I plus 2j plus 3k. Okay, now we have to find that the dot product of A and the unit vector of sum of these two vectors is equal to, how much is given now? 1 is given. The condition you can take, that means you can write the formula here now. A dot, what is the unit vector of the sum of these two vectors? So what you get, tell me? B plus C whole by the magnitude of B plus C, na? Is correct. The magnitude of B plus C. This is equal to 1. This is the condition now. So first we need to find here now B plus C can find. B plus C can find. B plus C I'm taking directly, but you can write the each and every step very clearly that. We're adding both of them. Clearly we'll get 2 plus lambda into I plus 4 plus 2 equal to, you can write now 6j minus 2k minus 2k. 6j minus 2k. This is the B plus C equal to B plus C. So first you can find the unit vector of this one, you can find. So therefore the unit vector of B plus C, the sum of the two vectors is equal to, you can write it clearly that B plus C whole by the magnitude of these two vectors. The magnitude of these two vectors. So sum of these two equal to, clearly we got now 2 plus lambda into I plus 6j minus 2k whole by b plus c. What is the magnitude? What will get? Tell me now. Square root of this is the 2 plus lambda whole square, 2 plus lambda whole square plus 6 square plus minus 2 whole square, minus 2 whole square. Now take the values here. Now take the condition a into, this is the one only, 1 into this one will get as it is. That means 2 plus lambda plus again 1 into 6, 6 only plus 2 into minus 2, 1 into minus 2 equal to minus 2. Anyhow, equal to 1 means the denominator right this side now. So square root of this is the 2 plus lambda whole square plus 36 plus 4 means plus 40 will get, plus 40. Now this is the 2 plus lambda plus 4 is equal to square root of 2 plus lambda whole square plus 40. But we need to find the value of lambda means squaring on both sides. Compulsory can write now squaring on both sides. 2 plus 4 equal to anyhow 6. So when you squaring on both sides, then what you get? Lambda plus 6 whole square is equal to, remove the square root of here now, 2 plus lambda whole square plus 40. Now simplify that, the value of lambda will get. You can solve one just to tell me the value of lambda. And we'll do the few questions based on the object was important to you. We'll do that. And what is the meaning of orthogonal? Okay, first to complete this, we'll discuss about that. So tell me the value of lambda. Tomorrow class completely we'll do only 3D. Okay, 3D also we covered, almost all we done. I think maybe if you can't, suppose we left anything means we will do that tomorrow. So what is the value of lambda? Anyone? What happened? One by one, just you're leaving the classes now. 3 members left. Likita, got the answer?
I got 1.
Lambda equal to 1, na?
Yes, sir.
I think lambda equal to 1 maybe. Yes, good. Lambda equal to 1. Correct only. Okay, now all of you just you can write a few formulas now. Some important results for in vectors only. Lambda equal to 1 you will get. Lambda equal to 1. Right now. It's important results. Important results. These are the, I think this is the algebra only. You know very well that. Right, first one.
Sir, it's not.
Huh?
It's not seen.
Your voice is not audible now. It's not clear. Chirag,
Sir, sir, what is written, sir, on the top, sir?
little bit increase your volume.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Your voice is very too low.
Sir,
Yes, yes. Now tell me.
sir, what is written on the top, sir, over there? I can't see.
Oh, okay. Right now. Some important results means formulas I can write. Okay. Some important results. And few formulas. So I think algebra you learned that one. For these formulas you can remember. The modulus of a plus b whole square is equal to. So write the right formula. You know very well that. So a square plus b square plus the 2ab na is correct. So 2 into the dot product of both a and b. Similarly, suppose if you take here now the modulus of a minus b whole square is equal to, you can write now a square plus b square minus 2 into a dot b. A dot b. Next, third one, modulus of a plus b, modulus of a plus b whole square plus modulus of a minus b whole square. We're adding both of them and these will be cancelled. So clearly we'll get 2 into a square plus 2 into b square. This directly can find the only magnitude only can find now. The magnitude of a square plus the magnitude of b square. Next, fourth one. Similarly, suppose you are subtracting both a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. So when you subtract in this, everything clearly these two will be cancelled and these two also cancel. This minus become plus now. So clearly you can write 4 into a dot b. 4 into a dot b. And the fifth one. Fifth one. The product of these two values now. The product of that means a plus b dot a minus b. A minus b is equal to. This entire thing just you can take here now. A plus b into a minus b formula you can apply. So a plus b into a minus b equal to what you get? A square minus b square, but here actually it is not required for you. The different vectors you are taking means you know that how to multiply the dot products. Okay. So a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. whole square minus the b square. Next, sixth one, this also a plus b plus c whole square equal to, so this is the magnitude of a whole square plus the magnitude of b square plus the magnitude of c square plus 2ab. That means you can take 2 into a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a. So generally a plus b plus c whole square equal to how much? A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Just we are taking 2 common. We are taking 2 common. Okay, these are the more important results. Should remember that. They'll ask the questions in examination. They'll either some values there and show that they'll ask the questions like that. Or find the value of some other values. Okay. Depending on the scalar product only. Magnitude and scalar products. So now by these formulas, then we will do the few problems here. This is one of the important question you can write. If okay, find the magnitude of A and the magnitude of B, if A plus B dot A minus B is equal to 8. Find the magnitude of A and the magnitude of B if A plus B into A minus B equal to 8 and the vector A equal to 8 into vector B. 8 into vector B. Okay. Yes, try now this question. Very easy. Already we have formulas are there. A plus B into A minus B equal to A square minus B square. Directly can write now. Okay, suppose this is the not only normal bracket. If you want, you can take here this is the modulus here now. Same by using the formula it is. And anyhow, they give the condition also there now. What is that? A is equal to 8 into B also. Just I want okay, just values of A and B required now. Find it. It's very easy. It's very easy. And this is the one of the important question in examination. Already they're asking previous. They given examination it is in CBSE only. We're taking these two. What it actually it is the A square minus B square is equal to 8. We know the formula. But A equal they given this condition. So you can write clearly 8 into generally it is the 8b whole square it is. Whole square minus b square is equal to 8. The 8 square means 64. So right now 64 into b square minus this is the b square equal to 8. So you can write clearly 63 b square is equal to 8. Then you can write the magnitude of b square equal to 8 by 63. That implies you can write the magnitude of b equal to square root of 8 by 63. One of the value. And this is you can substitute in this equation. A is equal to 8 into b square. Then b also a also will get. And still you need to simplify means you can simplify it, not an issue. Now what is the meaning of root 8? What is the meaning of root 8? 2 root 2. And root 63 equal to 9 sevens you can write. 9 7 63. So 3 root 7 also you will get. 2 root 2 by 3 root 7 value of b. And there also you can simplify. Maybe we'll get something will be cancelled there. Okay. Then I can find it. And especially these questions are important for competitive level. Actually, just I plan to wind up this class. Okay, this chapter by last class only. But later I saw this kind of questions because it's important for maximum competitive mouse roll you will get. Next one. If A is equal to 8 and B equal to 11, comma, and A plus B is equal to 15, 15, and find the value of A minus B is equal to how much? Question mark. This is the problem. It is. A equal to 8, B equal to 11, and A plus B equal to 15. And find the value of A minus B. Means A minus B only required now. But here not, but don't get any confusion. We know the formula A minus B whole square. What A minus B whole square? A square plus B square minus 2E into A into B. Okay. The same thing only here also you can take it. Anyhow, all the values we know, or else we have one formula is also is there. So what is the formula? Generally, I'm taking as is normal algebra formulas here now. A minus B whole square equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB, and A square plus B square can be written as A plus B whole square minus 2AB also. That means clearly can take this value. A minus B whole square equal to A plus B whole square minus 4 into AB also you can take. This is one of the formula it is there. Then now if you want this format means you can write now. Okay, whole square is equal to, you can write it clearly, and this one minus 4 into, you can take the value of A dot B, this one. So this is equal to, clearly we got now 15. So you can write now 15 whole square, 15 whole square minus 4 into the magnitude of A equal to, they gave 8 and 11 it is. 15 square equal to 225 minus, and I think we are getting the more than that, we will get 80 value. Is correct? Or else, suppose here in this formula we are getting the negative, means you can do one more thing also. You can take one more. In this case, we are getting the negative value. Okay. Or else you do one thing now. The same thing only, A bar plus B bar whole square plus A minus B whole square equal to, what is the formula we have? I think 2 into, is correct. We are taking the plus here, means 2 into A square plus B square. This one you can take simply, is the best it is. Because this value also we know that. Okay, and this value also we know, all you can substitute in there now. This is the 15 square plus, this is, you can write as it is only, A bar minus B bar whole square equal to 2 into A equal to 8 plus B equal to 11. So 2 into, sum of these two equal to 19 is correct. Oh, sorry, whole square. 11 square plus 8 square. So 64 plus 121. And 2 into, sum of these two values equal to 185. 185 now. Multiply both the values. 15 square equal to anyhow 225 plus the modulus of A minus B whole square is equal to 370. 370. So the determinant, okay, modulus of A minus B whole square is equal to 370 minus 225. 225. Subtract it. How much? Is the 135? 145. 145. So therefore, the value of A bar minus B bar, that means the vector A minus vector B is equal to square root of 145. Square root of 145. Okay, it's more important. This kind of questions also. I'll give the few problems to you, then just you can try yourself that. These questions once you can try yourself. If A comma B comma C are A B C are okay, unit vectors such that unit vectors such that write the condition such that A plus B plus C equal to 0, and okay, comma, and find the value of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. C dot A. Very easy. Directly can apply the formula A plus B plus C whole square. You can apply. The value you will get. Similarly, one more also it is. Okay, this one I can do. And what is the meaning of unit vectors here now? And A, B, C unit vector means the value of A equal to 1 and B also 1, C also 1 directly can take. Okay, but they are the unit vectors. Oh, in IIT point of view, one important question is there here. Very good problems are there. Okay. Yes, yes. Tomorrow class will continue. But tomorrow, just I'll tell you two more questions to you. It is the IIT, means JEE point of view. It's more important. The two questions will solve and we'll go to the 3D. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome. Good night.